I want to believe the X-Files. Welcome to Friendly.
There we go. Okay, we are recording.
Hey!
Hi, welcome. This is Grimly.
Welcome to Grimly.
I am Missy.
I'm May.
And you know what this is. Fucking new episodes and bullshit. I don't know what else to tell you.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Recorded it in a minute.
Yeah, so last week you were traveling for work. I
2
was
weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and I was also in the middle of moving.
Yes.
So it was just like the combination of like both of those things. We just literally couldn't find the time to like sit down and talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had to skip last week and we appreciate everyone's patience. But yeah, I feel like we're now getting back into the swing of it. Like, you know, you're back home from out of state and I have moved and so everything's
Settled.
gravy, baby.
Cool.
Yeah. You said you had a
Yes.
Nancy Drew moment.
Yeah, so in August, I went to the Barbie movie.
Mm-hmm.
I went to my local movie theater, and I went to the Barbie movie by myself. And I don't know why that's relevant. It's relevant because I was walking down the stairs just before the movie started. I got my water, I sat down. I don't make popcorn at the movies, especially when I'm by myself. If someone else ordered popcorn, I'll eat it. But I'm not going to get myself a popcorn.
I wish movie theaters sold kettle corn.
Sure. Do you know that, like, if there's a bag of popcorn that does kettle corn and a cheddar popcorn, that shit is so good.
It's sweet and salty.
Yes.
That's
if they sold that 100%.
Yeah, totally.
So I was walking down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I had walked down at least 1, 2, at least 3, and then I stepped down the bottom stair across in front of the auditorium,
Mm-hmm.
and I rolled the absolute shit out of my ankle. And I had a very active job for a long time. I was a waitress, restaurant manager. Before that, I was a line cook. So very active in my job.
Yeah, you're on your feet a lot.
Yeah, so I've never rolled an ankle before.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
No, I mean like a casual, you're kind of playing around.
You're like, oof, yeah.
Yeah, but like I rolled it and I knew something bad had happened.
Okay.
And I was wearing flip-flops, so I guess that's the only thing I should disclaimer. I had flip-flops on. But I hobbled, like I almost fell to the ground.
Okay.
I kind of caught myself, but this is why it was kind of funny to be alone because I couldn't turn around to like laugh at anybody, like with anybody. It was just me, like.
You probably looked so unhinged.
And it hurt so bad.
Oh,
and I dragged or like hobbled across in front of the whole group of people to the ladies' room, and I sat there and was like, "This is really bad. It was really, really bad." And then I hobbled myself back and watched the movie. And then I just hobbled to the car and I was like, that was crazy weird. And that was in August and now it's February. It's March.
It is March. It's not almost March.
Yeah. This means I really need to get on it. So I had been seeing a doctor for quite a while and I do need to get a second opinion because we're kind of at the place where he's like, you're either going to sort of live with the way it is.
Right.
Or you're going to have surgery if it's so bad that you can't live with it.
Okay.
And so I kind of waffle between like, oh, today, like, and sort of, and one of those people then now is like, oh, is it moist in the air? Because it, like my ankle hurts.
No fucking joke. No fucking joke. My mom yesterday, she was like, my knee hurts. There's a storm coming.
Dude, they always say that. This is how it happens.
And I'm not kidding you. A fucking storm showed up. It started snowing. I was like, shit, you might be.
This is what I'm saying. That's how it happens. An innocent woman in her mid-30s rolls an ankle and tweaks a knee, and then now she can predict the weather. And I'm like, so I got to figure it out. Now, I had said, when it happened, in my gut, I was like, why wasn't the floor there when I stepped?
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced. I have been convinced.
Right.
That, like,
you said
that bottom step was longer, deeper than all the other steps. Because I was looking straight ahead at the theater. I didn't trip or anything. I just stepped and the floor wasn't there.
You were just minding your own damn business.
Rolled my whole ankle. And so yesterday, we went to see Dune.
How was it?
I thought it was fantastic.
It's never as good as the book. I feel like that's you have to go.
Read the book.
Oh, you have to go in. I think any movie adaptation of a book, you have to expect it's never gonna be as good as the book.
There's like 5.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of them and they're enormous.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's no way they can condense them.
No, and that's fine. Like I think you just kind of have to take it for what it is. I guess is my point.
Well, I never read the book.
Oh, okay.
So, but Dave did.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember the book, so whatever. So anyway, we're going to see Dune at the same movie theater where the incident happened.
Where it happened. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I don't care which movie theater we are looking in or where we're assigned to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going in that other one and I'm going to look at those stairs.
Interesting.
And so I did.
Uh-huh.
And there was nobody there. So I was able to take pictures and take, probably non-super technical phone measurements with my easy measure tool.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that I was correct. The 3 stairs that I walked down before that bottom one in the row of 4
mm-hmm.
are 1 inch shorter than the very bottom one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Movie theater stairs are always a little like wonky.
They ought not to be if you're walking in the dark, in my opinion.
I agree.
So I don't know. Anyway, I told myself I'm not a Sue happy person, but that, I don't know. Maybe there's just something there. If I have to have surgery, I'll consider it. So I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, but now I have evidence.
You do. Yeah. Your Nancy Drew moment. Did you know, fun fact about Nancy Drew is all of those books are written by ghostwriters?
No, I never read Nancy Drew.
Really?
No.
Oh, I loved Nancy Drew growing up.
This is the perfect podcast for you.
It really is.
You should do.
You know what you should do? We should do a podcast. No, I've voraciously read all those books growing up. I loved those books. It definitely fucks me up a little bit knowing that the author isn't real.
Oh.
It's a ghostwriter. It's a bunch of ghostwriters.
Oh, interesting.
Specifically. Oh. But yeah, just a fun fact about Nancy Drew. Go look it up. Question for you.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on the aliens? It is relevant to today's topic.
Hard. Okay. So before this most recent work trip, which
mm-hmm.
I can't, I don't feel.
No, you can't. You can't. No.
I would have said I 100% believe.
Okay.
And I think I still do.
Okay.
But I work for a company that builds drones. I can say that much.
Yeah.
That builds military equipment and autonomous vehicles.
Yeah.
That's the techie name for it.
Okay.
So seeing some of the things that I saw, I was like, okay, so a lot of the evidence that we see in modern day for aliens or crafts, the UAPs,
mm-hmm.
there's a lot of explanation for those things. And so I see, so we flew some of them around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh damn, I'm looking at if I was at home looking at like a cell phone video of this,
mm-hmm.
I'd be like, what the fuck is that thing? Or like if a pilot had recorded, I'd be like, oh my God, what is that? So I think there's a lot of explanations for a lot of those videos that I wouldn't have really known before.
Well, what do you think about the government released stuff in like 2020 when they released a bunch of like footage? They're like, we don't know what these are.
Do
you think it's like different military?
I'm a believer.
Okay. I am too. I just don't fucking care.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm obsessed.
I have never been an alien person. I remember watching X-Files growing up, and I kind of used to always like skim over the alien episodes. Like even like during a rewatch, like I don't really care.
Okay.
Because I think for aliens specifically, it's just always like it has the same ending. We don't fucking know, right?
Sure. Yeah.
You know, we're never gonna know.
No,
and like, I guess the same context could be applied to like ghosts, but I'm way more interested in that because usually there's some sort of, I don't know, more substantial evidence maybe. I also feel like there's a lot of times with like alien encounters or footage where there was a moment where someone could have gotten something really captivating, but for some reason their camera wasn't working in that moment, you know, where there was like a subreddit like a year ago, where there was this guy in a neighborhood. He was talking about like an alien walking around his house or something.
Yes, and he saw it on his property.
Yeah.
And the cops were called. They saw it too.
Yes. But there was a moment within that story where he said that he went to his backyard and like it was behind like a shed, and he just so happened to not have his phone on him at that time where he saw it like straight on. Or it's just like,
okay.
You know,
but listen, imagine something truly terrifying is happening in your backyard or outside your house. Are you pulling out the phone and recording?
If it's paranormal like that, fuck yeah.
I don't think I am. I'm like trying to grab whatever weapon I can grab. If it's got the baseball bat in one hand.
Right.
I'm on the phone with the cops.
Like, the cops are, I mean, I don't know. It just,
I think it's possible.
It always feels vaguely, weirdly convenient that there's always that moment where he's like, oh, I didn't have my phone on me in that moment. It's like, of course you fucking didn't. Like, maybe the aliens are doing something subconsciously where you think to put your phone away.
It's true. Sometimes
I don't know.
say that they're like, telepathic.
Yeah. And like, I'm not trying to shit on that person, but also that person had like his phone on him the entire time. It was we're documenting and recording. It was compelling, but like that moment, it just like, it annoyed me. Okay. And maybe that's why I don't like alien stories, because it just constantly annoys me.
Got that footage.
What if we're saying it's fake?
We're never seeing it.
That's also very true.
Never
Not for like 50 years, probably, right?
Yeah, or maybe never.
Yeah. Well, the Project Blue Book was a big thing that came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Which Project Blue Book also annoyed me a different way. It's like, this is my podcast where I talk about everything that fucking annoys me. But it annoyed me because they were having these government, like, public forums or whatever where they were talking about this stuff. And it was like, we were like deep into COVID. There's a lot of shit going on in the country. The world's kind of a dumpster fire. I've been really taking the time to talk about aliens at this moment. Yeah. And like, it's fun, I guess, maybe I don't know if that's the right word. And like,
super fun.
It is interesting and like, little conspiratorial stuff.
Yes.
But I'm like, government entities maybe should be focusing on other things than like this Project Blue Book bullshit at this moment, I guess. Maybe you disagree. I don't know.
No, I don't disagree, but I think that's part of like the lore is that like, oh, they release this information when everybody's too busy paying attention to other stuff. It's disclosure.
Or in the counterpoint, it's a distraction because there's other stuff going on and they don't want you to pay attention to.
Certainly.
So that gets,
which is as most conspiracies.
Yes, stem from for sure. Like, this is we're not.
I love it. I love all of it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Don't get me wrong.
And I do lean towards a conspiratorial viewpoint of the world, and I'm a true.
It's like that American Horror Story shorts season where they had like the aliens, and like it was like the
shorts one.
Yes,
I didn't watch it. I was bored.
Oh. Well, there was like like the whole thing, like the president like knew about it, and like
maybe I'll go back on episode.
It was like they were getting technology from the aliens, and they're letting the aliens abduct people without like.
That is, I think I bet they pulled that from like that's sort of the
like a forum.
Yes.
Or
yes, many forums, but
like a
sort of the,
concise
the vibe.
Yeah.
There's one friend. I want to say, is it Eisenhower? I went through your research that there's this like theory that he signed a treaty.
Yes.
And
that was that's the American Horror Story thing.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, he consented to it essentially.
Yes.
And like JFK was assassinated because he didn't consent to it.
Man.
Yeah.
What did they kill that man?
Like 64?
I wanted to say 64, but I don't know.
65? 60s. It was in the 60s. Yeah.
Definitely.
He was after Eisenhower. So it kind of tracks, but I mean, there's some conspiracy theories.
The aliens had him murdered?
No, that the government had him murdered or assassinated because he refused to go along with the treaty with the aliens.
I'd really like to know why he was killed. I guess we'll just never know.
Yeah. There's a really good conspiracy theory I might talk about at some point in this podcast that I think is true.
Oh, about JFK?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll get into that at some point.
I like it.
However, today,
my
dear sweet Meg. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. We're going to be talking about the Falcon Lake Incident.
I, off the top of my head, do not know the Falcon Lake Incident.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I found out about this one from Unsolved Mysteries, the old Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay.
It's like season 5, I want to say. Like deep 80s.
Okay.
I loved that show growing up. Did you like that show? Were you not allowed?
No, yeah. It was sort of like Dad watched it in the evening. And, if Mom wasn't around.
We'll let you watch it too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw this on Unsolved Mysteries because it's on YouTube. All the seasons are now on YouTube.
Okay. Have you watched quite a lot of the seasons?
I like to have YouTube on the background.
Sure.
And I think my algorithm is like forensic files. Yeah, unsolved mysteries, like that type of. And this story came up, and I think I don't know what I was doing, but like I stopped and I watched it. I was like, huh,
cool,
interesting.
All right.
So this is dubbed Canada's best documented UFO case by CBC News. And the Falcon Lake Incident involves one man named Stefan. He also goes by Steve in some instances. Michalak.
Okay.
Who claims Michalak. Michalak is how it's Polish.
Okay.
Is how I think I would pronounce it.
I like it.
And
I wasn't sure if it was an N or an M.
Oh yeah, it's Michalak. He claims to have witnessed and been injured by a UFO or UAP at Falcon Lake in Manitoba, Canada.
Okay.
So
Manitoba is like middle of the country, right? On the American side.
Canada?
Yeah.
Oh. So when you say middle of the country, I was thinking of the States. I'm like, no.
Okay, so if I don't know, is it like above or like the Midwest would be?
I think it's above like Michigan.
Okay, that's what I thought. So
yeah.
Like smack dab.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's not in the middle of it.
It's kind of it's like Eastern.
We consider it the Midwest.
I think the middle of Canada there's literally nothing.
Right, but yeah, so there's all like along the US border.
It's usually coastal stuff, right?
But it's like the Great Lakes area.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. The French side.
Right, the Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So a little background on Stefan really quickly. Stefan was born August 7th, 1916 in Poland.
1916?
1916.
Okay.
He enlisted in the Polish army and fought in World War II. He also joined the Polish resistance when they became communist, which pretty badass. He met his wife Maria in 1946. They had 3 children together, Ava, Mark, and Stan. In 1958, Stefan and his family would eventually settle in Winnipeg, Canada, where he became an industrial mechanic, and he was working on hydroelectric projects in the area. So Great Lakes kind of aligns.
Okay. This industrial... I'm saying it's already starting.
It's already starting. Okay. So Stefan was also an amateur geologist.
Okay.
Where he would go in areas like Falcon Lake and frequently prospect for silver and quartz.
Okay.
So kind of what he would do is he'd take like weekend trips and go,
you know, his little hobby.
Prospect. It was a little hobby, yeah.
Thanks so much. Money on hobby is good.
Yeah. So it was one of these prospects where he encountered what he and many others believed to be a UFO or a UAP.
Okay.
So, what is a UFO or a UAP?
I was wondering if you're going to.
I was wondering if you were going to ask me. That's why I put this note here.
I like you.
So, an unidentified flying object, which is a UFO, or an unidentified anomalous phenomenon, which is a UAP.
I hear it talked about as aerial phenomenon, but that's probably more specific.
I think anomalous makes more sense because
because that explains.
You're like, I don't know what this is.
It may be flying, it may be floating, it may be like up here.
Is it a weather balloon? That's not flying.
Yeah,
it's floating.
Anomalous?
Anomalous,
That's the most current term.
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't think we call them, we still have normal,
I'd rather call it a UFO.
But UAP is like the way the press would talk about it.
Yes. So it's any perceived aerial phenomenon that cannot be immediately identified or explained, like we just said. So it could be floating, doesn't necessarily have to be flying.
Right.
So
could be suspended. Yeah.
By something we don't know.
It's kind of jelly
something in the sky.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Something that we can't see.
Something that we can see sometimes, right?
Right, or we can't explain.
Yes. Yeah. Unexplained thing in the sky.
Thing in the sky.
That's not Superman because we know who that is.
Yeah, we know that guy. Not like that.
So skeptics believe that UFOs or UAPs, that these sightings and interactions are hoaxes, weather events, delusions.
Damn.
Or that's pretty fucking rude. Or natural phenomenon. Or it's some sort of man-made craft that is from like a secret government project.
Yes.
So believers in UFOs or UAPs theorize that these range from extraterrestrial life, which would be fun.
Yes.
No other way. In most cases.
It's also scary.
Yeah, I mean, you could have an Independence Day or a Mars attack situation where they're just trying to annihilate us.
Yes.
Or you can have like an arrival moment where they're trying to share information. We truly don't know.
Yes.
I always think about
the implication of like, where does this come from?
Yeah.
Is the scary part.
What is your motivation here?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? I always think that, like, I think it was like a tweet somewhere. It was like the aliens are going to be really confused when they come to take over our leadership and we help them.
We all stop arguing now because it's more serious.
Because, like, come on, I got this guy in my hand. So, besides extraterrestrial life, there's also an idea that UFOs or UAPs are technologically advanced cryptids.
Okay, go. I need you.
I imagine Bigfoot and UFO like flying a spaceship.
Wait, they're saying it's cryptid.
A technological advanced cryptid. I don't know if that. Okay. I don't know if that specifically means it is a cryptid that we know.
So now my question is, like, what makes something a cryptid? Is that an interdimensional? Does it have to be interdimensional to be a cryptid?
That's like a crossover event. God. That, like, I cannot.
It's deep.
It's truly deep. I just imagine UFO or Bigfoot and a UFO just flying around. Like,
I don't think that's what it means.
I don't think so either, but I think it's funny. Like, fucking Chupacabra, Bigfoot, and the Mothman just in a UFO.
I think it's like
just doing like a booze cruise over the states. Just picking up.
I hope they do.
I really hope they do too. I would like to join that booze cruise. Also, maybe theorize that it's future time travelers from coming back. Okay. Which would be nice. Be like, hey, everything was fine. We're good.
Okay.
Like, I feel like my anxiety of the future is very deep in this episode right now. Or also some sort of interdimensional contact. Yes. So, like, multiverse.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me.
It's interesting. I think there's also a lot of theories about that with, like, specifically ghosts too.
Yes.
That,
and
like,
cryptids in some
yeah, encrypted. Yeah, it's like we're all like kind of thin, or like we're overlapping randomly and on accident certain points.
And maybe certain creatures or certain entities, certain consciousnesses. Being conscious.
I don't know. We are doing so good.
Certain things that are conscious have an easier time slipping in between those.
The dimensions.
Yes.
Which seems...
I like that.
Like it sounds like some Doctor Who shit.
I like it.
Which I think is what Doctor Who is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe. I've never watched it, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
I won't. I'm not going to.
Okay.
You don't have to. I don't have the bandwidth to start a show from the 70s to continue.
Well, that's new.
There's new ones, but it started in the 70s. It's like, you have to start...
Listen, I actually admire you. And listen, if it's nostalgic, it's nostalgic. So like, if you've seen it before,
for sure.
Go back, fine. I cannot be bothered to watch a film that is like earlier than the 80s. It's so like, if it's nostalgic and I want to rewatch it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't try to show me a new one. It's like watching a play, and I'm not going to.
What you're saying is we're not going to watch Ghostbusters because you haven't watched it?
From pre-80s? There's no...
Oh, no. It's not pre-80s.
I'll watch a movie from the 80s.
Okay. Because you have to watch Ghostbusters.
I have seen Ghostbusters-ish, but I've never seen the whole thing. Yes, I'd love a little more to do a marathon.
We gotta do a marathon.
Yeah, I love to do it. But I'm saying, like, no, like, the tech is too old.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I feel like Star Trek in the 70s had some tech that now might be relevant. Like, you see, like, kind of what they were doing. You're like, oh.
I mean, he was definitely ahead of his time.
Yes. And you're like, okay, like, that's kind of cool.
Writing, like, a decades-long saga.
Yeah.
He had, like, that, sure.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, I feel like that could be kind of fun.
Not gonna do it, though.
But I probably won't do it either.
Not gonna watch
like, I can appreciate it, I think.
Sure, I can appreciate the art.
Respect it.
But, like, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, no, I don't either. So, in recent years, there has been some footage released by different governments showing these UAPs and UFOs, which we just talked about. And some say that has helped confirmed the validity of these, and some say it was kind of a ruse, or basically here's this, look at this bright shiny thing while we're doing this thing over here.
Okay.
You know, there's some speculation about misdirection, some speculation about like what happened or like why they're showing that stuff now. Mm-hmm. Which I can agree to. Because I also feel like when all of this like the UAP stuff was coming out in like 2020 during COVID, everyone was like, we don't care. I feel like a lot of people were like, cool. I'm stuck at home still. Like, what's going on? Yeah. So it's an interesting thing. I feel like if it would came out in the 90s, it would have blown people's minds.
Sure.
Truly.
I know at this point I was like, we've seen it all.
Fine. Whatever. What's next? So we're going to now get into the day of the incident.
Okay.
So, May 20th, 1967. 51-year-old Stefan was out in the Falcon Lake area prospecting when he was startled by a gaggle of geese. Which I forget that, like, that's what our group of geese are called, is a gaggle.
So I'm very Canadian.
It's so Canadian.
Okay.
So he was startled by a gaggle of geese who suddenly seemed alarmed.
Yeah.
And took flight and were like honking up a storm and like something freaking out.
For sure.
Yeah, he was like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Especially if your head's down, like you're.
Yeah, his head's down, he's prospecting, here's all these gaggle of geese. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that would be startling.
Yeah. I didn't put this in this bullet, but for future reference in this episode, he was staying at Falcon Lake area for the weekend.
Okay.
Because he was out of town, essentially. Manitoba, that's where he was staying for the weekend. He lives in Winnipeg. Cool. So it's like a Greyhound bus.
Okay.
Right. So when he looked in the direction...
Is he alone at the house?
He is alone. Okay. Yeah, this is like his weekend hobby, essentially.
Okay.
So when he looked in the direction of what freaked the geese out, Stefan claimed that he saw 2 cigar-shaped objects with bumps in the middle.
Okay, the tic-tac shape, the cylinder shape.
The cylinder with the little bumpiness.
Okay.
And that they were emitting a reddish glow, and they were flying about 150 feet or 45 meters away from him. So 150 feet is not that far away.
Just like across the street.
Yeah, it's across the street, essentially. So he was saying that he saw 2 of those objects flying in the air, reddish glow.
I need to know. I have just so many questions. Go on.
I mean, what's the question?
When you say cigar shaped and then it's glowing, are we talking is the whole thing glowing, or is it like, no, I saw a cigar with like a glowing cloud?
No. It was like the whole thing was glowing red.
Okay.
He also said cigarette shaped in the couple.
Okay.
Because he's actually in the Unsolved Mysteries episode that he's in.
Interesting. How skinny was it? Is my question. How big was it?
I feel like cigar is thicker than a cigarette, right?
Definitely.
So he does sketch it.
Okay.
And I'll show you the sketch of it.
Cool.
So he then says, well, these 2 things are in the air. He's looking at them. He's like, what the fuck are those? Mm-hmm. He then says that one lands on a nearby, like, flat, rocky area.
Okay.
And the other one flies away.
Oh, okay.
So thinking that this was some sort of secret government vessel from the United States, Stefan decides to just sit down and sketch a picture of the object.
Okay. He's not scared.
No, he's not scared.
Okay.
And so this is what he sketched.
That doesn't look like what was fucking described. That's a spaceship.
It's like a very classic what you would think of a UFO.
That doesn't look like a cigar or a cigarette at all. Everybody, when you're thinking about a UFO with like a little dome and then a disc, that's what I'm seeing.
It reminds me of like the aliens from The Simpsons.
On what planet is that a cigar?
So I didn't put this in here because I couldn't get like confirmation from multiple sources, but in a couple sources it said that it changed shape.
Okay.
And then landed.
Okay. Sure. So it kind of widened out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what's sitting on the ground?
This is what's sitting on the ground.
Okay.
So it's a very classic, like, kind of cereal bowl with a little dome.
Yeah.
And, like, I couldn't find any sort of translation. Well, I mean, this is English, but it just has a very fancy-ass writing.
It's very nice handwriting.
Yeah, so there's, like, this 3x3 exit is what he drew right here, the door. And then,
so
like,
it's huge.
Yeah, and then there's, like, these...
Why is he not scared?
There's, like, these grid...
Like windows or, like, vents.
Vents or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, yeah, he's looking at this object. He sketches it. He sketches it for about 3 minutes. It's just sitting there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a detailed sketch.
Yeah, it's a very good sketch. I couldn't sketch that.
The door is open in the sketch.
Yes. So, yeah, after sketching the object, Stefan decides to approach it
Okay.
I don't know if I would.
I would probably wait to see what came out of it, but
yeah, I'm a pretty like heavy level of stupid when it comes to this stuff.
He's a brave guy, though.
He's a brave. I mean, brave is subject. It's like the people that free.
He's seen some stuff.
Like, here's my thing: the people that like free solo.
Yes.
And they climb.
Insane.
Are they brave or are they stupid?
They're in search of something that nothing else and nobody can give them, and I say, yeah, it's stupid in my opinion. I don't think they care.
I don't think they do either.
They don't have normal people fear.
You know, it's kind of subject.
It's a risk that you're willing to accept.
Yeah. So, like, he decided this was worth the risk.
Sure.
To go up. He's
not like thinking it's something that's going to hurt him. It's like a human.
He thinks it's like a United States like vessel.
Get lost.
So after sketching the object, he decides to approach it. And he later says that he felt the heat coming off of it. And that it had a very strong sulfur smell. Interesting. Which we just talked about that with your
we did talk about
crater. Yeah.
What is sulfur?
Raw eggs.
We know what the smell is.
Oh.
Like,
it's just like a mineral.
I know, I think we don't know enough about minerals, but there's just like, never mind.
I don't know what else to tell you. It's just a mineral. I don't know.
It's just like...
So after he approaches it, he claims that the door opens and the craft was also making like a whir and hissing sound.
Okay.
It's like very classic alien spaceship moment, it sounds like. And he heard muffled voices coming from the craft.
Okay.
So thinking that this was an aircraft that had some mechanical issues, because he is also like a mechanical technician, he repairs this stuff. He calls out to this craft to offer his assistance. He first initially, because he thinks it's from the United States, he says like, "Hey, Yankee boys, do you need some help?"
Okay.
Which is kind of funny to me.
Interesting that they would be called Yankees by Canadians.
Why is that interesting?
I don't know, because my father's from the South, and so there's this weird, disgusting, like, Confederate indoctrination.
Okay.
Like, everybody north of you would be Yankee.
Yeah.
But from somebody further north of you to call the Southerners Yankee is just, like, an interesting...
That is interesting. I never really thought about that. I think it's just like a...
Yeah, it's an American nickname.
Yeah, it's a very American nickname. Yeah. So he first calls out in English. He gets no response. Okay. He then calls out in Polish, which is his native language. No response. He calls out in Russian. No response. And then he calls out in German and also gets no response. The fact that this man knows 4 languages...
I was waiting for you to say French. He doesn't speak French.
I don't think so. He only called out in these 4 languages. Okay. Which is impressive.
Definitely impressive.
And also, it feels very like World War II era languages.
In Poland, you probably already know multiple languages.
Yeah.
I don't know. The countries are small,
kind of really around each other. Yeah, for sure. So he approaches a little bit closer and he starts to really inspect the craft. Like, it's just sitting there. It's emitting some heat. It's making some noise.
He hears voices inside.
He heard some, like, murmuring inside. He couldn't, like, there wasn't anything that
he could make out.
He could make out, yeah. So he said that he was really amazed by the craft itself, because it didn't seem to have any sort of seams on, like, the exterior or any sort of, like, nuts or bolts, you know, like welding. It was just, like, one big, smooth, shiny thing.
Yeah, that's what you hear a lot.
Yeah. Like he said, like, he thought it was completely smooth. And so during his prospecting, Stefan would wear these, like, welding goggles, I think to help from, like, shrapnel. Like, he was, like, kind of like picking away. So he closed the goggles to protect his eyes because, like, when the door opened, it was, like, emitting a really bright light. And he said he tried to look inside the craft itself because the doors were open. And he said inside the craft, he saw what was like a light beam, which from what it sounds like, it was very Star Trek-y, like the transporter beams.
Okay,
which
for sure.
Seems like such a cool way to get around, truly. Like, why hasn't that been invented?
Well, I don't know.
So he said that he saw these light beams in the middle that kind of like seemed like a Star Trek-y like transportation moment. And then he also saw like various lit up panels inside. It all just sounds very classic alien craft stuff. I mean, this was in the 50s, so I don't know.
It'd be almost hard to describe what that looked like in the 50s.
Yeah, I like often like I think because Star Trek was in like the 60s, so I mean maybe this is really what it did look like, and now it just seems like so like chintzy and cheesy.
Yes,
because we've seen it over and over and over again, and like
our just like Disney's decor.
Yeah, like, totally. Yeah, and like I think of Did you watch Black Mirror? Did you watch the episode where it was like kind of the Star Trek version, like the dark Star Trek version, where they're like in like the classic like spaceship, where like the guy was like taking people from the outside world and like basically putting them in this little program because he was a douchebag. It's like episode 1 of like 2 seasons ago. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's really good. It kind of like has like a similar vibe to that, or like the Orville.
But it was like a TV show, right?
Yeah.
In the
like he was like trying to recreate his favorite TV show.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, like he was trying to recreate Star Trek, but they didn't say Star Trek.
Yes.
Like it seemed like that type of vibe. Like Orville is another good example where it's very classic, like space frontier exploration. So that's kind of what he describes seeing. So in another maybe lapse of judgment that I would say,
okay, is it stupid or not?
Stefan decides he's going to try to touch the craft.
Okay.
So he's wearing like leather gloves. Yeah, at least he's wearing gloves. So when he reaches out to touch the craft, it begins melting the fingertips off of the gloves. Okay. He pulls his hand away. He's like, fuck, essentially. So that's when the craft, maybe they had like some sort of like protective like barrier.
Or it's intelligent in itself.
Yeah, or it's intelligent itself. So like that's when the craft begins spinning counterclockwise. And Stefan notices the panel that has the grid holes, which was in the sketch.
Yes.
The panel emits, he's like standing in front of it. The panel emits a really intense heat or gas, he's not sure. And it burns his shirt and his chest. And like he gets like a bunch of burns.
The chemical burns or whatever kind of radiation burns are also very common.
Yeah.
With alien lore.
Yeah. So then like Stefan rips his shirt off. Craft flies away.
It was like cute.
We were like, ew.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. You didn't consent, sir. Alien consent. Still matters.
Burns him, kicks him in the dick.
Yeah. Pretty much. Just like, ew. No, thank you. It's kind of like a cat.
Yes. Except the cat was like, please touch me. And
until it doesn't.
And then it was like, ew.
And then like bites her hand. And you're like, yeah. This injury makes Stefan disoriented and nauseous. He like vomits a few times.
Sure.
He's trying to stumble back to the road that gets him back to his hotel room. At one point, he tries to use a compass, and the compass is like spinning. He's like radiated. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So he gets back to the hotel room that he booked for his prospecting trip and asks the front desk where the doctor was located. Turns out the doctor was out of town.
Oh no.
Which is wild to think about. Like, imagine being the doctor. Like, can I ever take a vacation? Can I ever go downtown?
Went to the doctor's office?
No, he went to the front desk of the hotel.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And he was like, hey.
Have a doctor on site is even more interesting.
No. But like, I mean, he's like,
doctor?
the town doctor.
Oh, shit.
He's like, hey, where's the town doctor? And they're like, ooh, he's not here.
Yeah.
This weekend. He's gone.
There's probably still places like that. In Canada and in the U.S.
Oh, yeah, truly. I mean, there's so many small towns. Like, I mean, we talked about, like, driving through, like, the Southwest and, like, Nevada.
Yeah.
Where there's just, like, no man's land out there. Yeah. So, Stefan goes to his room. Because he's like, well, I can't have a doctor. And he calls his wife. And he tells her that he had gotten injured. He didn't say specifically how. And that he will be returning home via a Greyhound bus back to Manitoba. Or Winnipeg. Sorry.
No, he was in Winnipeg. He moved to Manitoba. You had it right.
Did I? Okay. So once he returns, He goes to the Misericordia Health Center and is admitted to the emergency room.
Okay, it's a real place.
It's a real place.
Okay.
Yes, I looked it up. It's named after 2 sisters.
It's part of the documentation.
So Stefan had burns on his chest and stomach that were in like a grid-like pattern, which I'm going to show you in a second. And he claims this was from like an exhaust panel from the vessel.
Okay.
So that like little grid.
Why is he standing in front of that?
Truly, I don't know.
It sort of
it's this thing right here in the sketch.
If I was gonna manipulate a car or do it, I would just stand directly in front of the hole where things, especially if I have any kind of mechanical understanding.
Truly.
And I'd be like, no, they tried to hurt me before I flew.
Yeah, I mean, like an exhaust is an exhaust. Like I was like, if everything else was smooth and there was this one grid thing, why would you stand there?
Maybe he was curious because he
has like mechanical, for sure, yeah.
Okay, fine. But it sort of has been suggested it's like malicious, like these cops will just review it. But like
this definitely feels like he touched it. They were like no, and they left, and when they didn't really understand, like,
and they hurt
like him.
There.
Yeah, he was just like there. And this is kind of like what I got from this, for sure.
Like standing in front of like one of the jet engines.
Yeah, truly.
Like, I burned. Like, yeah, maybe.
Like I stood in front of this bus and it hit me. Oh my god. So Stefan had these burns, this grid burns on his like chest and stomach area. And he claims it's from the exhaust panel, like we just said.
Right.
So, however, Stefan was also suffering from symptoms of radiation poisoning, which was including prolonged bouts of diarrhea, which sounds awful, headaches, blackouts, weight loss. You know, super sick.
Like late stage cancer.
Yeah, and so there's a difference between like chemical, thermal, and radiation burns.
Okay.
Which I think is something that you kind of have to follow here too.
Sure.
So you keep that in mind.
Okay.
Throughout the rest of this.
Okay.
So all of these like symptoms made him go to the Mayo Clinic.
Okay.
Because
the Mayo Clinic was around.
Yeah.
Damn.
Probably in Canada.
I had no idea.
Where he was tested for radiation poisoning specifically, and the results came up negative, which is interesting.
So it's not radiation.
It's not radiation. I think that could be maybe detected.
Sure, like what we understand.
Yeah, in the 50s.
Because radiation is caused from some kind of use of metals.
Yes, like radium.
Manipulating metals to do something, and then that causes. Yeah, it can burn you.
Like prolonged, like.
And so what we can measure.
It expels energy in radiation. Sense. Yeah.
So it could still be some kind of radiation, but we don't know.
Yeah, but also during these results, his lymphatic counts began falling dangerously low.
Okay.
During this time, he also had lost like 13 pounds during like this. Yeah, he's fucking sick. It's also noted his son was talking about, because his son Stan was like 10 at the time. He was talking about like how his dad kind of had like this sulfuric ozone smell.
See, and I don't know. We don't know what that.
It's like it's like an electric acidic in the air type of. I've smelled it before.
Yeah, I feel like it reminds me of like Arizona storm.
Yeah, like, it's almost like like lightning type of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost it's like weird because like you can describe what you can associate a word to it, but you can't describe what it smells like.
Yeah, even when my dad worked, we talked about this, some water treatment, and I remember him talking about ozone often, so they must use some chemicals.
Yeah,
he could tell you exactly
it's like this weird acidic-y, sulfury smell is what he's like his son said he was emitting.
Wow.
So the doctors could never really determine how he received these burns because they couldn't determine if it was a radioactive burn, or a chemical burn. Like all of it kind of seemed to be like a combination of all three, but they're like, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
So these symptoms would continue to reappear throughout Stefan's life. So he said that like there was a point where like every 3 months he would like feel like this. He couldn't keep food down, where like the burns would come back.
Wow.
This kind of continually happened until his death in 1999.
Jesus. Okay.
And this is a picture of the burns.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's just like.
It's like these weird
It looks like, grids, like soot almost.
It almost looks like he fell in a waffle iron, a la Michael Scott from The Office when he stepped on the George Foreman grill.
All that. Listen, if I'm speculating, it looks like somebody could have just like painted some of these on him. It doesn't look, it's not bubbling. Yeah. It's just like a small discoloration on his skin.
Yeah, evidently these were sores or open evidently here. So this was the next day.
I would expect a burn of any sort to look worse than that, not gonna lie.
Truly. I mean, but like also I think
if you burn hot water and breathe powder, it would look worse.
It takes some time for that to like blister and stuff though too. You know. Like I literally burned hot wire myself over the summer backpacking on my leg. Like an idiot. And I had like it was a pretty good burn, but like it took a couple days for it to like blister.
Okay, fine.
I'm not saying you're wrong, because I also felt the same when I looked at this.
Yeah.
It's interesting. And I want to see it. It truly seems like he like fell in a waffle iron to me.
No, it does look like that, yes. Or like somebody with a giant cleat kicked, like a muddy cleat kicked him in the
like
chest.
A Bigfoot cleat.
Yes.
Bigfoot the cryptid, extraterrestrial, was in that UFO. He parked the car. He just wanted to like get some fucking views.
He's like, get out of
here. Like, what the fuck, man? Don't touch my shit. He kicked him with his giant fucking football cleat.
Yeah.
That is our new theory. And we were right. So the next day, Stefan talked to the Winnipeg Tribune and retold this encounter with the UAP, UFO, whatever you want to call it. And they released an article called "I Was Burned by a UFO."
Okay.
And that's where these pictures came from.
Okay, and he's got his eyes closed, and he's like,
yeah.
He's laid up. It does look exactly like a 50-year-old man in that early 1960s.
Yeah.
It's not bad shape. He's not in bad shape, but he
eats a lot of bacon and eggs.
Yes. Yeah. Hair of the chucks. But a proper pair of PJs.
He looks like a man that fought in World War II.
Yeah, he does. That's a man's man.
Yeah.
He wants a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
And like a light beer.
He wants a cigarette.
Yes.
Donut sandwich. That's a Family Guy joke. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't steal that. So, however, Stefan never said that the craft he encountered was of alien origin. This was kind of like the blow up after, right? Yeah, he will continue to claim throughout his life he just believes it was some sort of like secret government vessel that he encountered. And he never really outwardly like blamed the vessel. He's like, he just like, they burned me. I think like we were talking about, like maybe I was staying in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Sure.
Truly.
Yes.
So.
Okay. He's not holding.
Yeah, he's not like, yeah, I feel like this article, the "I was burned by UFO" byline has some weight to it, right? Yeah, some suggestion is a good way to put it. Right? It's like a National Enquirer moment.
Yes, it's like kind of scary people.
Yeah. So after the article was published, Stefan was questioned by the government agencies, like the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and the Royal Canadian Air Force.
Okay.
And initially the encounter was kind of written off as like a alcoholic hallucination incident.
Oh, that's rude.
Which seems...
Was he getting wasted doing his prospecting?
We'll get to that.
Okay. Is this an accusation?
It seems like a very heavy accusation for this. Truly.
I've never blacked out and then like I was visited by aliens and then burned by them.
Right, yeah. It seems like a stretch.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So even though they kind of initially figured that maybe this was kind of written off in that way, something about like the radiation aspect of it kind of perked some ears up, and they were like, okay, we have to investigate this. So the investigation included the Canadian Department of Health, the Department of National Defense, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and the Royal Canadian Air Force. There was also some U.S. paranormal alien people that came out at the same time, but I feel like these are the more legitimate investigative forces. So they used helicopters to kind of survey the site, and they found the initial site itself, and the investigation included a 15-foot, which is 4.5 meters, a burned circle at the site.
Oh.
So like somebody like had like lifted off.
All right, so you would have to. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And also they found metal fragments that had like melted in the cracks of like the rocks in the area. That like
it landed on a rocky shore.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a shore. It was like kind of like a boulder field.
Sorry. He's not prospecting. Is there no water where he's?
He's not prospecting in that way. He's not like a panhandler.
Oh.
He's like digging.
Got it.
For like he's like looking for like veins and like a mountain. No. Yeah. It is called the Falcon Lake Incident too, so that's probably why he also assumes that. But like, the lake is just essentially in the background.
The lake is around.
So. Yeah. Okay. So they also found melted metal fragments that had like kind of melted in the cracks at the site. That had some radioactive properties.
Okay, that's suspicious.
However, there is a radium vein near the incident site that kind of made all of these findings maybe inconclusive.
Okay.
Because it's a subject outlier that like kind of affects the study.
Okay.
Because you're like, I'm trying to
gather a case for a hoax here.
Yeah, like I'm trying to I'm trying to like figure out like if this stuff has radioactive properties. Mm-hmm. There's also this thing back here that also has radioactive properties.
So if someone wanted to hoax, this might have been a good place to do so.
For sure, yeah, for sure. There was also a few accounts that talked about the metal fragments themselves. Mm-hmm. It was like a silver colloidal type of metal. Mm-hmm. There was also some accounts that said that the metal was found a year later.
Okay.
So then like they had to like dig it up with like they used like a Geiger counter.
Yeah.
And found like a site that had like a really high reading on the Geiger counter. Digged it up. They're like, oh, here's some metal fragments. That looks like they kind of were in between the rocks. That wasn't like conclusive or not conclusive. Consistent throughout all the research.
Stressful. If the research isn't conclusive.
In that just the metal aspect.
Yeah.
That's the inconclusive part. And
yes. Okay.
But like the radium vein was talked about throughout most of the talks of this.
Okay.
So while these findings are interesting, give some weight to Stefan's claims, most of the reports came back inconclusive, and it was just kind of a big shrug.
Sure.
From like the Royal Canadian Mountain Police, the Royal Air Force, the Canadian Department of Health. They're like, we don't know. You're alive.
Sorry.
It's also known that these agencies couldn't determine what the hell the burns were on him. Because like I said, it was thermal, chemical, radioactive, different qualities. They're like, we don't know what happened here.
Yeah.
Like why these burns are happening.
Yeah.
Or like what they happened to you. And like why he also seemed to be suffering from radiation poisoning too. So it's kind of
Yeah.
They're like, we don't know.
Right.
Essentially. It's like it's a long way of saying we don't know.
Sure.
Let's talk about the skepticism of this case. So skeptics of the incident believe that Stefan was drunk, essentially, right? And burned himself somehow and was trying to cover his ass with this story.
Okay. Doesn't seem like a CYA story.
It seems...
Who's he covering his ass to? His wife?
His wife? But he was like on like a weekend by himself.
Plus, like, your wife knows if you're such a drunk that you burn yourself. Like, she knows.
Right. Truly.
She
truly.
Can't even cover your ass at that point. She
Truly.
already knows.
Yeah.
If that was the case, she wouldn't believe him. I'd love to know what the wife thinks.
Look at that. So they also believe that he was trying to sway other prospectors from digging in the area that he was digging in.
Right. That I do get.
Because he had found some sort of like silver or whatever mineral vein. However, though, with this story coming out, it literally people swarmed to this site itself. I didn't show you is...
I have a question.
Yes.
So you keep saying vein. Is that like some terminology that describes like...
Yeah. So like the veins...
Yeah.
It's like a vein of...
I'm thinking about like meat.
Yeah.
Or they have like, fat.
Yeah.
Like a piece of beef.
Like your blood.
Marbling.
Yeah.
So there's like a
there's
in the earth.
Yeah, there's there's a vein of silver or copper or radium.
Radium, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, okay.
But I didn't show you this. This is the picture of the site. And this is kind of the burned area.
It looks like fresh soil. I don't know. Just a black and white photo.
Like this, I feel like...
How would they know it looked burned?
I think this singeing... I mean, it's up to interpretation. Because, like, if you look at, like, it's kind of, like, on a rocky area. So it's, like, kind of, like, lichen and moss, right?
Okay.
So this is kind of, like what the rocky area did look like. It was just, like, kind of covered in probably, like, some greens, some yellows. And then this is kind of, like, the burned... a discoloration, right? Yeah. So,
I'm trying to figure out how in the
that's just
60s somebody could do that without, like, a whole team of people.
Truly.
Some kind of, like, big, heavy, hot object.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of crop circles.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So...
Or without, like, I don't know, like a flamethrower or some kind of, like, torch.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like a flamethrower, you can't, like, control the...
Not to this.
The burst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to, like... Maybe you can. I don't know.
Torch.
I've never used a flamethrower. I would love to.
A flamethrower was such a choice of parts, honestly.
A flamethrower truly looks fun as hell. So skeptics believe that Stefan was drunk and burned himself, like we said. And he was also trying to dissuade people from digging in the area. They also believe that Stefan or someone else added the radioactive material to the site.
Okay.
My question is, where do you get radioactive material?
I don't know, but you just said that radium
was
nearby.
Was in a vein. There's a radium vein throughout the site for sure.
Okay.
So there's been like a lot of like kind of back and forth whether he tried to like create this as a hoax to gain notoriety, to protect his like prospecting geological prospects,
his territory,
or to cover his ass because he got drunk.
I don't believe any of those things.
It feels a little all over the place as to like why he did this. Because like if you burned yourself drunk, you just say you tripped and fell.
Yeah.
You don't like go to the hospital. You don't like
make a bigger deal about it.
Call the Winnipeg Times. You don't like bring in the RCMP. Like it's just
and because a smart person was like, no, I want to keep people out of here. I don't want them to know about it. Let's make sure everybody in town and like all of Canada knows about it.
Let's put it in the newspaper so everyone shows up to the site to like inspect it themselves.
Those are not good.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel.
The motive doesn't match.
Yeah. So Stefan did claim that he didn't drink at all the weekend. However, there's a bartender in the town near Falcon Lake that said that he recalls Stefan having 5 beers the night before the incident.
Fine, and still
5 beers doesn't equal an alien hallucination.
No, it does not.
In the 50s,
also,
it's like Budweiser. Let's be real.
So he's drunk, and now he's doing all this. We just talked about how challenging it would be to like burn the land.
Yeah.
What was he doing it with?
Yeah.
Now he's also wasted doing it?
5 beers the night before.
No.
I could drink 5 beers and be fine.
Oh.
I mean, it depends on the beer. It's not like he's drinking 5, like 7.5% IPAs.
No,
like,
totally could drink 5 beers.
Like I could drink 5 Rainiers and like fucking, I don't know, do some sort of activity.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, watching the Super Bowl, like hanging out. I could beer pong my ass off. Yeah, I could play some cornhole. Like, it truly isn't equal hallucination.
No.
Like, of this caliber. Or falling on your ass and burning yourself that bad.
The burn doesn't look that bad. However. No, it's not working for me.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. So, after all the scrutiny and then the skepticism and the media attention following the incident, Stefan went on record saying that he wished he'd never started the story, actually.
Stefan could have been a thirsty bird. That was the actual reason.
Yeah. And
but not that he regrets it.
No, he definitely he stated multiple times he regretted it. Like his wife was like, I wish you had never talked about this because she's also getting scrutinized because they're like, are you a liar? I mean, they said
this together.
Yeah, when you guys like, you know, like it's like a weird conspiracy. Like he talked about his kids getting bullied in school.
I believe it. Oh, I absolutely believe it.
Yeah, especially in like
that time.
Yeah, truly. So he eventually got so sick of people constantly coming to his home for an interview and like wanting to talk to him about this incident. He had a 50-page pamphlet printed called My Encounter with a UFO, and he would just like give it to them instead of like, I'm not talking to you. Here's the pamphlet. Here's all the information you need.
Everything I would say.
Here's everything I would say. He's like, I'm over talking about this.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Unless he charged him for the pamphlet.
No, he did not. He just handed them out. He paid for the pamphlets to get printed.
Sad.
Yeah. He did do an interview, however, with Unsolved Mysteries, which is how I found out about the story. He's also, there's something very, like, because this Unsolved Mysteries was like late 80s, so he's like pretty, he died in 1999, so he's like 76 in the Unsolved Mysteries. He's like this cute, sweet Polish old man that like I just want to like pinch his little cheeks. There's something about old people I really like.
Oh, that's nice.
Like I don't like babies. I like old people.
Oh, that's nice.
He was just like very cute and sweet and like just describing like why he liked prospecting. He's like, I just really like going out in nature. Like has a very thick Polish accent. Yeah. And it's probably one of the more notable interviews with him.
Okay, sure.
Because the Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he likes that, and I talked about it. And like he basically kind of said everything I just said, and just the fact that he really tried to emphasize the fact that he never really thought it was an alien.
Right.
He was always like, I think this is just some weird aircraft from probably the United States government. I don't know. You know. I don't know. Truly. I mean, we probably will never know. It was funny because his son in the Unsolved Mysteries episode too, his name's Stan, he talked about like how he wished that they would just get like a letter from the US government. Be like, hey, this was us. We're sorry. If you want to come look at the aircraft, you're more than welcome to. But like, you can't say anything. He was like, I would love to do that.
Yeah,
he's like,
I would have
for our own peace of mind, we go to our own grave.
My family just has no idea.
They just have like no idea.
So sad.
Yeah, and like I said, like he still like kind of had these like bouts of like sickness.
Yeah.
And they talked about like the burn scars. There was a person that was interviewed. They said that like if you ask him and he would let you could like feel the scar tissue of like the grid was still on his like body, under his stomach.
It's so wild that it kept coming back.
Yeah.
It does have it's given like a cancerous sort of like thing.
I mean, he never died of cancer. The lymphatic thing was weird to me because I was like, ooh, that's.
What does that mean though?
Well, because then you have lymphoma.
God.
Von Michalak died peacefully at Victoria General Hospital at 83 on Thursday, October 28th, 1999. He never wavered on what happened to him in May of 1967. He never said that, like, I was lying. There was no deathbed confession about, like, hey, this was all a hoax. No, there was never any of that.
It's hard to hoax yourself.
I think,
yourself.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just, like, the admitting that, like, hey, this was all a lie to, like, the general public. He continued to believe that until his death in 1999 that he encountered an experimental, that this thing happened to him and that he encountered experimental governmental aircraft.
Interesting.
And it was not of alien origin.
Sure, okay.
So his son, Stan, continued to investigate the Falcon Lake Incident. I don't know what you can do there. Besides just continue to go to the site and like look at it and you're like,
not sure this.
Maybe.
Well, new technology.
Maybe continue to hope that like something shows up. I don't know. He also helped write a book in 2018, which was the like 50th anniversary, named When They Appeared, Falcon Lake in 1967, The Inside Story of a Close Encounter. Also, fun fact, in 2018, the Canadian Mint issued a $20 non-circulating silver coin featuring the incident.
A $20 Canadian? Oh, they did 2 coins.
Yeah. As a part of the Canadians Unexplained Phenomenon series of coins, since it was the 50th anniversary, and this is a picture of it.
It's shaped like an egg.
Yeah. And I looked up on fucking eBay. Look how much it's going for.
Is that $2,000?
That's $2,000 Canadian. $1,500 US. Well, the coolest part?
It glows.
It glows. Isn't that cool?
But can you use it? Like
no, it's not currency.
Oh.
Yeah. There wasn't a ton of these.
That's cool.
Right? I feel like it's fun.
It's like a little collector's item.
Yeah, it's a collector's item.
It's cool that it glows.
It's cool that like the little like UFO beam glows and like under the black light. And yeah, I mean like that's Stefan.
Oh, but there were shapes of that. It looks like it's next to some kind of.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's like two or I think it's.
Is this on one side and this is the
Yeah,
other?
I think it's two different coins. Yeah, it's the queen because it's.
I didn't know they made like an egg-shaped coin. I guess if you can't use it, it's not currency.
Yeah, it's not currency, but yeah, it's like an egg-shaped, which it seems fun.
It is fun. I like it.
I was like, oh, how much is it? And I was like, oh, $15.
You were gonna buy one?
No, I'm like, maybe if it was like $10, I don't know. It could be fun. It glows under a black light. That's cool. But
wow.
Yeah.
There's a man. Okay, so it's an upside down egg. There is a man. I can't tell if he's wearing a hat or some kind of.
No, I think it's just brown hair.
Okay, so like some 70s brown hair. It's his back. He's like leaned back, and he's got like a flannel shirt on and jeans.
Mm-hmm. Classic prospector.
He's laying on his back. It looks like he's got kind of been thrown backwards almost.
Yes.
And you could say it looked like he's laying back with a beer, but there's no beer in his hand. He's laying like on the beach of like a lake. There's a spaceship just like floating above him, and it's a beautiful, honestly, beautiful scene.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other side of the coin is the spaceship. You know, I wonder if this is like what looks like our blacklight. It's the same coin.
Dude,
we're so
because there's his hand.
We are so stupid.
No, well, we're not looking at the coin.
Yeah. So if you take the coin and like light it under like glow in the dark, it seems like black light.
Yeah.
It's the spaceship, kind of glowing red, and it looks like there's like light beams.
A beam.
A beam.
Right down on him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Glowing on him. It's a very cool coin.
You gotta post a picture of them.
I will, definitely. I'll put it on the Instagram. It's a very cool picture. And a very cool coin. I mean, I feel it's fun that there's like a paranormal series of Canadian coins. I want to know what the rest are.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, because
$2,000 for a collectible item?
$2,000 is a lot, but you know what? Whatever floats your boat, man.
If you were a super nerd about this stuff and you had money to spend.
Yeah, if you were like a UFO person.
Totally worth it.
Look, I gotta get this coin.
Sit in my office.
Yeah, just collect dust.
You can show. No, I could give this fancy little container.
Right, you have like a little black light, maybe.
If ever made a tour, 100%. Or you just like you touch a button,
and then you're like, "Here's the alien craft glowing," and the light. Oh my god, you're right. You're right.
The tour every time.
You know what? I'm back to it.
Tired husband.
Let's fucking continue. You know, maybe we should have a Patreon, and then we'll have everyone donate, and we can buy one of these coins for ourselves. For our pod loft someday. But yeah, that is the Falcon Lake Incident. You weren't familiar with it? Okay. No. I'm glad. Yeah. I mean, like I said, aliens, not really my thing.
Yeah.
But
it was very mild. We didn't dive into alien lore.
No, but I feel like this one has some interesting evidence. Like the burns. Even if like there were like super intense burns, there's still something there.
Sure.
You know. I feel like you can't do a podcast like this and just ignore aliens.
That was your one and done?
No, I might do, if I find something else interesting, I might do another one. But like, you know, it's just, yeah, like I said, like the story was like pretty interesting and compelling.
All of the video evidence. If there's a video, I'll watch it.
Oh, for sure.
Make sure. The stories.
Yeah, you're like, okay, like I know how this is going to end. It's one person.
Challenging.
Yes.
To explain.
Yeah.
What is it?
You know, like with this one, there is like some actual physical stuff that happened to him.
He has to seem like, you know, not an unlikable person.
No, he definitely was a very likable man. And, you know, he didn't really seem like interested in getting some like notoriety from it. Right. He just seemed like some average.
Shady Bigfoot guys.
Truly. Become like a cryptozoologist. No, like he did become a UFOologist. He just like went back to becoming like the industrial mechanic, and he was like, this is what I do. So yeah, we are done. We really did come up with a byline at the end of this. We'll brainwash it, but yeah, we will see you next week.
Thanks.
Yeah, have a good week. Bye
bitch. Thank you so much for listening. For podcast updates and episode photos, be sure to follow us on Instagram @Grimley Podcast.
Also, be sure to rate and review our episodes, and we will see you next week for another episode.